So here we have the character change scene from the last video. I want to add a new character today. So I'm going to duplicate this scene, rename it character change 2. I'm going to go in there. I want to make sure that we're in the scene. Double click on character change 2. I'm going to go to the Unity Asset Store, look for a new character, a free character. I'm going to use the elf. Open in Unity. And I'm going to download and import everything. Once you download it, here we have a new folder. I'm going to drag the prefab into the scene, and I'm going to put it up somewhere here in the hierarchy. Looks like the head is a little bigger, but I think it's all right. I'm going to go into the materials and change this into the lightweight render pipeline lit. Okay, looks like we're missing a texture here. Okay, I'm gonna assign the texture elf, and I'm gonna make it a little lighter. Okay, that looks about right. And I think we forgot to add the texture for the previous character, the survival one. So again, I'm gonna go into the materials, assign the texture that's missing, accessories for the accessories material, backpack. Luckily they're named the same, so it's easy to find them with this character. The body material will have the body texture. Clothes material will have the clothes texture. Eye material, eye texture. Okay, and wetness and transparent, I don't think they're meant to have any textures. So both of the characters are rendering fine. Now I gotta set up the body parts for the elf, just like before. I'm gonna right click, unpack completely, right click again, go to ragdoll. This is gonna open up the wizard for the ragdoll. And I'm going to drag in all the body parts into the correct slot. So pelvis goes into pelvis. Thigh is the hip, calf, knee, foot goes into foot. Same thing with the right side, thigh, calf, foot, upper arm is left arm, forearm is the elbow, again upper arm, forearm, middle spine, spine 1, and head is head. Okay, now that we have all the parts, create. Okay, and just like before, I'm gonna adjust the forearm. Something like this. Okay, I also want a separate collider for the hand, so sphere collider. Add the rigid body and adjust the numbers. Okay, that's good enough for me. And I'm going to duplicate the character joint or copy the character joint from the forearm into the hand, paste component as new, and I'm going to drag the forearm into the connected body. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Copy the capsule collider from the left forearm. Paste component values for the right forearm. And the hand, copy component, sphere collider, paste component is new, add the rigid body, and again, copy the character joint into the hand, and drag in the forearm as the connected body. Okay, looks like we have all the body parts. Again, I'm gonna take care of the feet later. For now, I think the body parts are looking fine. I'm going to duplicate the previous character, the survival character. Drag it up in the hierarchy. Put it next to the character elf. Unpack it completely. I'll rename it just elf. Make sure that it's 000 in its position. Okay, same thing with the elf. I'm gonna put the old one back, or I can just turn it off, Alt Shift A. So here we have the new character, and I'm gonna get rid of, well, I'm gonna drag in the elf into the character control. Make sure the local position is 0. We don't need the previous model anymore. And inside the new model, I'm going to make sure that the apply root motion is turned off. And we're going to use the same controller, the default player that we've been using. Okay. And I'm going to go into the character control, drag in the skin into this slot. And I'm going to click on Setup Ragdoll Parts. So we've identified all the parts. We don't need the material changer, but I'll click it anyways. Now we just got to set up the attack body parts. I'm going to turn on the previous character again, because I'm going to duplicate the hammer position. Okay, it's not exactly matching, but that's not the point of this video. I just wanted to have the right weapon position. So duplicate it into the right hand. And make sure the name is exactly the same. Okay. Put this back. Turn it off. And I also need the left hand for the jab. So I'm going to go into the states folder, lead jab, and I'm going to register the left hand as the attacking body part. Copy the name into the collider names of the lead jab attack scriptable object. And I think that is everything. Make sure that we have the right layer. Okay, I'm going to create a new folder for this elf character. Playable characters. I'm going to create a new folder. I'll just call it elf. Drag it in there. Okay, and I think we're all set. So if I click play, Okay, looks like it's working fine. I think the lighting might be a little too dark for this character. We'll make it just a little lighter. Okay. We forgot to set up the camera target. This is set to the previous character. So I'm going to drag in spine 1 from the elf into the default camera. And same thing with the shake camera. Spine 1 as a new target. And I'm going to click play, see if it works. So we have a new skin mesh, and the camera and the character, they're all working fine. Okay, it's the exact same character with a different skin. Again, the hammer position is not exactly a good match, but we can always fine-tune later. And the tag is working fine as well. Okay. I guess this is a lot of details to take care of, but essentially taking care of details is what game dev is all about. So I guess that's it for today. I might streamline the process a little bit in the future, but I'm going to do that later when I have all the systems ready in place. So let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.